Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 has been a contentious season. Some fans despised it, while others adored it. Regardless, there's a lot more to come this season. The last two couples to make it to the end have been revealed. There is a lot to learn and discover about this. Continue watching to learn more about who makes it to the final two. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 isn't winning viewers over like they expected. In reality, it does not make many people happy. People freaked out when they told the competitors that the winners would receive $500,000. Fans believe that competitors will now be focused on money rather than the love that they are meant to be looking for. It has been announced who will be evicted in the following weeks, leaving viewers even more startled. However, a pair does get engaged in the end. So, this is major news that fans can't wait to learn about. However, supporters are pleading for Wells to receive the $500,000 instead of one of the couples. This is a deal-breaker for many viewers. Reality Steve has revealed the final two couples for Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. Alex and Andrew are the first two in the final. Spencer and Jessica are up next. That is officially the last two. These two couples make the most sense to appear in the finale. However, fans are eager to watch who will triumph. This season has not exceeded anyone's expectations. So there's a lot of catching up to do next season. Do you believe the final two couples should be there? Who else may you have chosen? Alex and Andrew, along with Spencer and Jess, appear to be the only two couples left standing. This does not surprise supporters, as these couples appear to be the strongest. However, fans are concerned that some of them may be staying together solely to receive the $500,000 prize handed to the winners. What are your thoughts about this? Are you surprised at who is in the finale? Comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation. Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 was never going to be a typical season, but few could have predicted just how divisive it would become. By the time the news of the $500,000 prize pool broke, the franchise had already been shifting away from its original foundation of pure romance, and longtime fans were grappling with whether the show they had once adored had morphed into something entirely different. Suddenly, what had once been about roses, sunsets, and whirlwind engagements under the Mexican sky turned into a high-stakes competition where strategy, alliances, and financial motives were just as important, if not more so, than genuine connections. For weeks, Bachelor Nation had been split down the middle, those who felt the added twist of money added excitement and relevancy to a show that had been slipping in ratings, and those who despised it as the ultimate betrayal of what Paradise was supposed to represent. The divisiveness spilled into every corner of the internet. Reddit threads filled with debates about whether true love could survive under the weight of $500,000, while Twitter was ablaze with commentary about how contestants were now acting like Survivor players instead of hopeless romantics. Some viewers demanded producers roll back the format changes immediately for Season 11, warning that if they didn't, the show risked losing its identity altogether. Others, however, defended the decision, arguing that the Bachelor franchise had long since drifted from its original mission and that contestants had been going on the show for fame, Instagram followers, and sponsorship deals for years. In that light, openly offering $500,000 for the strongest couple was at least honest. But while fans were busy debating, the contestants themselves were adjusting to the new landscape. The beach dynamic shifted overnight. Where once the biggest drama had revolved around who was giving their rose to whom, now whispers about who could actually win this thing dominated. Contestants formed tight pairs not just for companionship but also as part of a larger strategic calculation. Would it be better to align with someone steady, safe, and reliable, even if the spark wasn't explosive, or should they take risks with fiery connections that could combust at any moment? The pressure was evident in every glance, every late-night conversation by the fire, every dramatic cocktail party confession. Out of all the couples that emerged, two stood above the rest, Alex and Andrew, and Spencer and Jess. Reality Steve's spoiler had already revealed them as the final two, and while many fans weren't shocked, plenty still had mixed feelings. Alex and Andrew had been quietly strong since midway through the season. Andrew, who had been beloved on earlier Bachelor Nation installments for his humor and heart, had developed a bond with Alex that seemed both natural and nurturing. They weren't the flashiest couple on the beach, nor were they the loudest in their affection, but they had steadily built trust in a way that made them hard to doubt. They laughed easily, communicated openly, and didn't seem to get pulled into the constant whirlpool of beach drama. That alone made them contenders. Spencer and Jess, on the other hand, were a different story. Their relationship had been something of a slow burn. For weeks, viewers had been frustrated that their connection wasn't getting much screen time, leaving many to wonder if producers were hiding something. But when their story finally began to unfold, fans discovered that Spencer and Jess had something deeper than casual flirtation. They shared experiences of rejection, of being sent home at almost the same point in their original seasons, and of struggling with insecurities in the glare of reality TV fame. They leaned on one another in a way that felt authentic, and while they didn't scream passion at every turn, they seemed genuinely grounded, a rarity in paradise. The problem, of course, was perception. Fans had already grown cynical about the money twist, and the more secure a couple looked, the more viewers suspected they might simply be in it for the cash. Every kiss, every embrace, every declaration of loyalty was scrutinized online, dissected for signs of ulterior motives. Were Alex and Andrew truly in love, or were they calculating that staying steady would earn them votes and goodwill? Were Spencer and Jess building something real, or were they just clinging tightly because they knew they had a better chance together than apart? The $500,000 cast a long shadow over every interaction, and the paranoia wasn't confined to viewers. Other contestants on the beach whispered about it too. By the time eliminations whittled the group down to the final two couples, emotions were raw. The beach, usually buzzing with excitement at the thought of fantasy suites and engagements, felt heavier this season. For some contestants, the disappointment of leaving without love was compounded by leaving without a chance at life-changing money. A few stormed out bitterly, muttering about how they'd been played or used in the larger game. Others accepted their fate quietly, perhaps relieved to be free from the suffocating pressure cooker of Paradise 2.0. But for Alex, Andrew, Spencer, and Jess, the stakes had never been higher. The final days in Paradise were filled with the usual rituals, the heartfelt conversations, the nervous anticipation, the grand declarations, but with an undercurrent of tension that fans could feel even through their screens. Alex and Andrew seemed to coast into the finale with relative ease, reaffirming their bond and making it clear they were committed to one another regardless of what came after. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.